Hello everyone, Jet here, and welcome back to my Chaos playthrough, where we are currently running away from the Norsekins who are following us here with my Exploration Lord here. Our main horde is obviously still over in the Chaos Waste, in the whatever these Northlands are called, and we are still expanding. We're going to start pushing against the Varg a bit more over here and try and clear and either vassalize them or awaken a few extra tribes while doing a little bit of a reasonable amount of raiding on the way. Yeah, as you do, guys, as you do, because you know, a little bit of raiding is always good fun. Anyway, let's end turn, guys. Right, while we're going through this end turn, guys, actually, I've just got to 200 subs, so thank you so much to everybody who is subscribing to me. I know it's not a huge amount, but it's a really good start for me. I wasn't ever expecting this to take off at all, so thank you so much for subscribing, guys. It does mean a lot. I'm also going to be starting up a Discord, which is going to be linked in the comments below. Don't know why I'm pointing down while I do this, because you can't see me. So no, that will be linked in the comments below. So if you want to have any, want to give any feedback or anything, you can always comment in the comments. But I'm also going to have that there, so you can shout at me and tell me off for doing silly things in there if you want, guys. Not expecting a huge amount of people to be in it, but if you can, feel free. Okay, we've got a new banner. Immune to Psychology is not a huge buff for me. It's a nice easy victory here for us at Winter Pyre. Let's smash these guys and get ourselves... Oh, we can awaken a new tribe. So we are awakening a new tribe here, which gives us another vassal, which gives us a bit more income from our vassals again. And we have leveled up. So where... Oh, I want to make my guys unworthy, because giving everybody terror is actually... and it's only him gaining terror. It's still useful. However, we're going to up our income to start with a little bit more here. Oh, no. We weren't going for that for a reason. So no, we're going down this one, aren't we? To up our horde growth. We're going to Horde Master, and we're pushing up to this to reduce our upkeep and up our movement range, because that's actually quite a big buff to get relatively early on. Okay. Are any of these actually good? That's reasonable, but I'm not so fussed about that. I really want to get up to these ones where we can have direct damage to strong versus multiple combatants and things like that. So these things are really good. Ooh. Ooh, I hadn't noticed them. So these are nice things, guys. And I'm assuming these are from JR's skill tree mod. So here we've got, we can reduce hit points. We gain speed and weapon strength for the army. That's just him taking the hit point reduction. So that's quite nice. We can reduce our charge bonus, but we gain leadership and buff up the magic, or we can reduce our melee attack and up our melee, but you also gain defense. We get extra physical resistance, poison. That's really solid. That the Mark of Nurgle is really nice. Now, are these locked against each other? Because, for example, if I get both of these, they kind of balance each other out, and my mage loses a bit of health. Anyway, we're not doing that at the moment. So, what do we want for the moment? Life leeching to increase our things. So this is quite nice. Actually, no, we're going to increase the area of this buff, because that makes everybody in it cause terror, which is quite a nice buff. Corrupt. You are going to keep moving because you're being chased. Moving. And we're going to dive in this way until we've leveled up a little bit more. So I need two. Oh, we do have a population surplus now, so we could always up to this, which will get us a bit more income, and it will also up our growth. But I ideally want to lose those guys first. Anyway, let's end turn. I suspect we're going to have some quite easy victories in the north, guys, especially as one of the main Norsecan armies is up here. Obviously, the Varg probably probably do still have quite a strong army around somewhere, but I'm not in any rush to deal with them. I don't want these guys to fall over, so I ideally want these guys to keep doing well and pressuring the kingdoms of man, but I don't want them to do too well because I also want the opportunity to attack places. And the other thing, as I said, I can do is I can always push over into Nagarond and fight the Dark Elves a bit, because it's a nice easy way across for us. And actually the Dark Elves, they do have armor piercing, so it could be interesting. No, I don't see why I want a non-aggression pact with you. Now, obviously my main campaign is going to be taking out man. I suspect, I'll actually have to look, because we could have had changes to our campaign from the mods and things, so we'll have a look at this. This is one of the things which does happen with Hordes, guys, is people get a little bit OTT about chasing you. So what are my actual objectives here? So I need to destroy... My short campaign is to destroy the Empire of Bretonnia, long as Empire Bretonnia and the Dwarves. So that's reasonable, that's kind of expected.
Very well, I'll move.
I'm only moving a little bit at a time because I still want to see where I'm going, just in case we get other islands on our route. Now, the question is now, do we continue along the coast or do we push inland? This is always one of the tricky things, because no matter which way you go, you do actually find it a little bit tricky, because they will inevitably try and move in and recolonize behind you. So to start with, we're going to push inland, actually. Oh, I say that. Now, I've got closer things to hit here, and we can do more damage than there, hopefully awaken someone else, and keep getting ourselves nice and built up so that we can get more out and start invading man. As at some point we're going to get a Chaos Fortress out as well, which looks interesting. And I suspect it's something from Steel Faith Overhaul, which I am using here, guys. Again, that's in the comments if you do want to have a look at that. So the way Chaos plays in this isn't going to be quite the way it does in the standard campaign. No way am I giving them... Though they are causing destruction, but not the sort of destruction I necessarily want. So, no, I have no reason to ally with people at the moment. So, I'm in no rush to be doing that. So it does seem to be quite a bitter little war going on in the north there. I'm still being chased by these guys. I suspect they'll turn around when I start appearing near their coast, near their territories, but that's probably not going to be a bit. Okay, they want me to eliminate that lord in battle. Unfortunately, there's no way this little tiny unit can do that, so yeah. Okay, we're going to head for the shipwreck.
It's grotesquerie is.
We're going to hit the Aesling's conclave.
Destroy.
Nice easy auto resolve. We may as well put that on somebody. And we are going to take the growth, guys, unsurprisingly. Okay, so we've completed the Silver Sash, so that's his diversion, which we were talking about. So we completed this, which is the next thing. So can carry out one successful assassination, wound or kill against anybody belonging to Nausicaa. Now, is that any Nausicans, or is there a specific... Yes, I suspect that's going to be any Nausican faction. So when we get close, we'll pull him out, and we're actually going to up his wound to that to make it more likely that we'll do it. Right. We'll get Lightning Strike and pop up the Horde recruitment capacity, because that's always nice, because it means we can get people out quickly. Lightning Strike is good because it means that I can choose to attack single armies at a time when they have lots of reinforcements, which certainly when I start pushing into the Empires of Man, I'm going to get a lot of people who will attack me a lot of stacks hitting me at once, so that's going to be a very, very useful thing for me, because I'll be able to pick off those stacks one at a time. So we have a Scourge of Cain there. That is the Dark Elf faction, which starts on Ulthuan. So obviously they generally don't last long because they are surrounded by enemies, and Tyrion generally confederates Ulthuan one way or another fairly quickly in this map. On the Vortex map he's not so easy, and I've had a few issues playing as him because well, simply because they tend to get invaded by Nausicaa massively early on, from what I've seen. Now, sometimes they manage to fend them off, and sometimes they just break. And when they break, they properly break. So, no, I think I spent more of my Vortex campaign as the High Elves actually fighting the Nausicaan factions than I did fighting the fighting anyone else. Okay, I'm not so bothered about going back and defeating that army at the moment, because for me, at the moment, I'm more about taking places out, because the more places I take out, the more I grow. And actually, yeah, I can up my horde again, and getting my horde to max value, max size, is huge for me. So, we're going to knock that place over, and we're going to get ourselves up a bit, growing up a bit more. Okay, so 5k from that Cursed Isle. That's not bad.
Let's be about this.
As I said, long run, he's going to come back and land again, is the plan. And when he does, we will start building our second horde with him, and he'll already be leveled up a bit. However, what we'll probably potentially do is he'll actually get a lot of units thrown at him from my other horde, and we'll rebuild in that other horde where we can build up a stronger army, so we don't waste all of those units when we're getting better ones. Obviously, I've got some very powerful units there as well. See, Prague there is in such a bad situation because it's got the Skaven and the Awakened Nausicaan tribe, and both which are charging at it. So, So he failed to steal technology. And where are they going? So they're recapping behind me, which is kind of what I expected to be happening. But I'm not massively upset about that, because I can, as I pointed out, guys, I can keep going through here and burning the territory down. And actually them recapping behind me just means I can get extra growth long run off them.
Slanesh's scion. Dominance.
Right.
Handsome.
We've got plenty of growth for now, so we're gonna up this for now, and then we'll work out where we're going next turn, and then we're gonna hit here next turn. And then we're going to be hitting the other Nausicaan faction, the Scaling, soon. And as I said, as we go through here, guys, we are almost certainly going to be freeing up and enlightening a few other, awakening a few other factions here, which will help us. Oh, the elves have declared war on me. That's hardly surprising. You know, the high elves, unsurprisingly, don't like chaos near them. Now this could be tricky if they go into the sea. Oh, they didn't. If they'd gone into the sea, I'd have kind of been stuck between them and the Nausicaans, and that could have actually been quite bad. So, okay. What are the Aisling doing? Now, that, I believe, is an old English word. Now, I'm not going to explain what it means, but if you want to go look it up, it's got an interesting meaning if it's the word I'm thinking of. Let's just say it's not a nice word. So they're going to have a nice battle there, and I might have to go and reawaken them soon, so we might actually get forced to turn around and deal with them if they start taking out my my vassals. Let's hit here. It's going to be another nice easy. And we're going to awaken the Saal, which gives us another vassal.
What?
Now, do I turn around? Yeah, I'm going to turn around to deal with that army. And then we're going to push up the coast this time.
I'm touched by the eagle and the crow. I perceive.
No, they won't become my vassal until they are willing to become my vassal. I'm not doing anything, so we're still researching here, which is good, but we can get the next one, which would be very nice. I mean, no rush at the moment. However, my income is in the positive now. You can keep sprinting away. Let's change direction to take this shipwreck. So, nice chunk of XP and a bit of extra cash. And we have another Oh!
My tribe is open to your offer. Do not disappoint them. Yes, good.
I forgot they were there.
You will fail.
I'm gonna go for that. Ooh, they don't want it anymore.
No, scum.
We're going to land there to build up. It does give us somewhere a little bit safer to start with Skeggy. I'd forgotten Skeggy were there. Oh, now if I had a big horde here and I could take them over, I mean, the thing of getting a defensive alliance is I could potentially build another horde here, guys. And actually around here there are some lovely places to raid. This guy is going to come back here long run, so long as Skeggy stay alive, actually. So I might try and get that defensive alliance with Skeggy again next turn. And we'll build these guys up a bit. I mean, what I could potentially do is build up enough and wait for Skeggy to be on the move and then just batter them into submission. Which is not a particularly nice thing to do, but completely the sort of thing Chaos would do, let's be honest. No, and once they've moved forward, we'll batter them into submission. Not gonna happen! Yeah, they're gonna hit Winter Pyre. Which means I get to go back there and reawaken them and smash that army at the same time, guys.
Move.
Okay, and let's have a chat with the Skeggy.
Dark blessings upon you, asinine mortal. Yes. The spoilers come.
You can come and land here. And then we are going to build up here, and potentially we can have a little bit of fun around here helping out with Skeggy. Now, we've not got much in the way of cash, but let's say that, we've got plenty of spare cash at the moment, and we're going to keep hitting places. So if I build these guys up, I can potentially smash a few places around the Skeggy. I'd like to vassalize them, but the thing to do with that is when they move their army away, I break all of my alliances. Because I'm, you know, a very trustworthy faction like Chaos. Okay, we're not as untrustworthy as the Skaven, but we're not trustworthy, let's be honest. If you were allied with Chaos and they had an army sitting next to your city, would you leave your city and trust them not to sack it? Wow, Prague is looking like it's going to become a set of Skaven ruins soon. However, the Baseling are going for the Skaven there. Okay, so we've got that tech.
dominance. My lord Sinch agrees.
First thing first, let's level you up. See, these all have a negative, but some of them kind of cover each other. I'm not going to look at them just though. So, like 10 weapon strength. It's tricky. But I'm not after any of those at the moment. Right now, we are pushing forwards against these guys.
Bring ruin.
Okay. Ooh, let's level you up quickly first.
Despoil.
I could do a lightning strike, which means they don't get their reinforcements, which they have anyway. Right, so we're going to fight this. This should be a nice, easy battle. The odds are nearly enough. I could potentially, probably auto this and do quite well, but I'm actually going to move all of my banners down to my lesser units. But no, I'd probably get a fairly good auto, but I want to fight a battle, guys. We've not fought one yet this time. As we smash the Varg, and then we're going to go and clear them out again. We'll probably push a bit south and clear along the coastline there, then back up into their territory. As I said, I'm not really fussed if they keep flourishing, because at the moment, basically what I'm doing is I'm using them to grow my horde. We're going to gamble, get ourselves a bit more magic. Okay. And we're going to do a similar thing to last time. We're going to have our chosen, our Chaos Warriors, and our chosen on the edges, with our Great Axe Infantry there as well, to really push into them, though these guys are probably going to be bigger than us. We're going to have our main lord right in the centre, because he's not so weakened at the moment. And, ooh, have you guys over here, cannon here, and we're going to hold our cav back, actually. Okay, here it goes. So they have to come to me. They're already weakened. They're going to get hammered by my hell cannon as they approach. And we have some nice spells, so making everybody cause terror. Oh, it is just a single? Oh, it's yourself and an ally. Okay. No, it is his own, so... Oh, why have they formed there? Some of my units didn't do what I told them there. Now you guys can head over here. We're definitely about to get our counter charge off. Let's ignore the little doggies, they're not going to last long. You guys can wander around the side. And my lord can go for their lord. Oh wow, they're breaking through in a bit.
Marauder horseman! Attack them, mortals!
Oh, they've got dragged in there, that's not too bad.
Chaos sorcerer! Going!
You can move over here just to buff these guys up. You guys can get around the back. Oh wow, you guys can get in there. That's perfect, you're going to move along. You guys are going to hammer into them, and you guys are going to get right behind them here. That's great. You guys can again move on. Basically, we're going to move on, fold in. Move, break, fold in. Break, fold in. You guys can all fold in here. You can charge out. You guys can hammer into the back here. And they're just going to keep breaking now, guys. You guys, my warhounds can disengage. You can turn into here. So this is going nicely, actually. Let's throw out some extra terror here. That's going to really break these guys. And once again, we're just shattering them, guys. We get some guys right around the back, and they're gone. You know, they are breaking now. You know, and they just, you know, my big units on the edges there, guys. Basically, we just shredded their flanks with my heavier units, and then we just started rolling in. Now, I could have potentially tried to do the complete opposite and just formed a wedge and hammered through their centre and folded out on both sides, which sometimes is a good idea and does work, but I always find it a little harder because if I can take out their flanks, I'm gradually pushing them into a smaller and smaller area, and I can react better to it. The danger is if you're doing that, people can come back in and get into your edge and flank you, but you also get the same thing on the other side. Rank 92? Don't think he's rank 92. And we will reawaken these guys.
Avert your eyes.
So, yeah, we're going straight for the extra recruitment capacity and extra experience. And then we're going to go for that. Extends the effect area. That's a really nice ability to start with, actually, guys. So I'm happy to go with that. And we're going to go for Unholy Communion. Because obviously that is nice. Constant casualty replenishment rate buff. And a bit of a money buff. Obviously it will get us some new things for Chaos Warriors. We don't have too many Chaos Warriors at the moment. But we will get more out later on. Okay, let's end turn here. Oh wow, we have Humies. Well, we have the Middelheim there, way away from their homelands down here. So they've pushed right up, and well, let's be honest, they're not going to last long up here, are they, guys? I'm going to be pushing here towards Khazad. And then we're going to push back around this way is the plan, and then we'll push up into the scaling territory. But yeah, no, I'm not that fussed about the humans. In fact, they are going to get they're going to get poked. So that's going to be a nice, fun one for us to deal with. One thing I might be able to do at this point is...
I'm touched by the eagle and the crow.
No, it still won't accept being vassalized.
Fool. The gods direct me.
See, buffing my marauders is always useful, simply because I have more of them, and I'm always probably going to have hordes with them. So, while this is nice, and I will probably go for these things later on, we're going to buff these guys up first still a bit more. So what's going to be our best one? The extra leadership, and we're also lowering our upkeep each time we get one of those.
Ready.
I'm relatively confident I can deal with that army, guys. Okay. Let's get despoilers. Have a skeggy at war with anybody, yes. So we could set a coordination target and join their war once I've built up a little bit. So we're going to build these guys up a little bit so we can actually do something. And we're going to try and help the Skeggy out a little. Right, let's see what happens up here in the north if they're going to come and attack us. Cult of Pleasure is invade. Looks to be going... Oh, have we not sped up? We have not sped up all of the other factions yet, guys. This is something which I generally always do. Because this means our end turns go much faster. Because I don't really... as long as I see what they're doing, I don't mind if it's a little bit fast. You can double time it here, but it doesn't show a lot when you do that, and I find you miss too much. Okay, so where are Middelheim going? They're probably trying to avoid me and go and hit Winter Pyre, which is, we'll see what they do anyway. And what are the elves doing? So they don't like me, but I think they're busy fighting the Cult of Pleasure at the moment. And Clan Moulder over here, they are busy invading en masse. And this is the thing with the Skaven, is they can throw out army after army after army. And you can see how quickly they build them up. And that's not the computer cheating. The Skaven can do that. I mean, the computer might be giving itself a little bit of a buff, but it is absolutely amazing just how quickly they can throw out armies. That is on our list of things to do. Oh, we're not going to get any money from it, but how long do we have left? Oh, I wish I could see, because I've got growth. I'm going to take the growth, because growth is always useful, even if it's going to end up lasting for... And actually, we'd pretty much run out of growth, so that is a useful one. I like his ability to choose various different buffs when he does that, because that really is helping our growth, because we're already back to 7 surplus, guys. Anyway, I am going to be ending this one here, guys. I do hope you've enjoyed it. Hopefully next time we're going to be really getting this horde up. We're going to build up that other horde a little bit as well. And we're going to try and do a little bit of raiding with these guys against the Humies over here, if we can. I do have to be careful because there are a few big nations out here. But getting ourselves up and getting a bit of growth is not necessarily a bad thing. And then we can always, you know, if Skeggy don't prove to grow too much, we can always pull back to the north with that army as well to help out our main horde. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. As I did mention, there is now a Discord in the comments, so if you do want to jump on that and say hi, or give me any suggestions on new campaigns or any feedback, please feel free. Thank you for watching.